Willie D Live.
Glad you mentioned that media because they did have a hand in it. All of them. All of them. Not one of them was innocent. Not one of them don't have blood on their hands because, when it happened, first of all, before it even happened to Pac, it was like, okay, now Pac is dead. And so Big is standing. And then it was like, they just put more fuel on the fire, and then when Biggie got hit, East West Western, they still
now it's a whole coastal war of nothing that has to do with rap or music or anything.
And then they started making articles talking about how this needs to stop and we need peace and da-da-da. But they threw those rocks, man, and they hit their hands, and they got blood on their hands, the media. They've always been doing that, though. The mainstream media in particular. They've always had a hand in it. Yeah, that was a very
a blow.
It's a very, very bad time, not just for hip hop, but for us as a people. It was a very bad time because I was thinking the whole time that when that happened, when I started trying to get in the game, it was like, I'm gonna get into the game so I can get away from the game.
Get out of the streets.
I'm saying I need to
not
get
to
into
do it
this.
again.
I'm gonna do this so I can get out of the streets and I can have a chance. And so, what this tells our young people is that even if you make it, even if you become a big time celebrity,
you gotta go
that
the
ain't
nigga
enough.
route.
You still might get gunned down like a dog in the streets.
And we the only art form where that happens.
Yeah.
Only.
Yeah. So what is the answer though? Like I hear a lot of people say, yeah, you gotta just stop the music. You gotta get rid of the drill music. You gotta censor it. I mean, what's the answer? How do we quell these type of conflicts in hip hop?
I mean, that's a great question. The answer is a lot harder. In our day, we used to have idols, and it wasn't politicians or too many people in the industry or anything, but we respected our hip hop legends that came before us. I would say the answer is having sit downs and summits and everything else with the younger artists and everything else. But as we all see, it's a different level of respect that they have for us than we had for our OGs that came before us. And we never, in our era, it was nobody that went and when Cube was going at NWA and da-da-da-da, it was so many, and it was a lot of artists that was boom. If anything, you meet up, because, promoters wouldn't put you on the same tour, the same shows, but you meet up at summits like Jack the Rapper or anything else, and then you'll see one squad of homies and another squad of homies bang it out, fight. You know what I mean? It wasn't like, yo, when I'm really going to kill him. You know what I mean? It was like, yo, if we run into each other, we going to handle this. It's like, now they actually out to kill each other, and they don't want to hear nothing. No, it's like the respect of who you respect is not the OGs. It's like, I'm making the rules up by myself. There are no rules. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like you said, when we came up, we was on one of the biggest drug blocks in East Orange, New Jersey, but even before we got a label deal, we found out Flavor Unit wanted to sign us, Queen Latifah shop. We was like, yo, me, Vin, and K, we can't hustle no more. We got to decide whether we going to be in the streets or we going to be in this business. Because we can't do nothing to taint the Queen name. We can't do both. We got to decide. It's like now, some artists is like the streets and the game is the same thing. Like you said, we did things to get out of the game, not to get in the game, to be in the game, to have the same circumstances of being in the game comes death or locked up, indictments or anything else. We was like, yo, I'll never sell a drug again unless I own a dispensary or a pharmacy. Before there was, I'm like, yo, drugs. You see what we getting over here with this and anything that's going on right there, homies. Let me let you know. Don't have nothing come back on me for what you doing or nothing. If you come on the road with me, if you this, that, and the other, yo, all that don't have no reflections and no dirty shit you doing over here come to me, or I'm getting sued, or I'm getting locked up, or I'm on film getting taped like, and it's something more than the music, because all I'm doing is this music and this film shit. I didn't come in here to give it all away. We got out. People know us. I do so much more stuff than the music, acting and this and modeling and blah, 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 blah. Man, I'm not fucking this up for nobody.
Yeah.